Chris Sewall here, baseball card collector, investor, dealer in that order. Welcome everyone. High rollers time, and this is we're going to look at some seven-figure sports card sales that have occurred in 2024. My research department went through all the major auction houses and pulled all the seven-figure sales from this year so far and compiled them in this video. There's probably some seven-figure sales that occurred in smaller auction houses and private sales, etc. But these are all the ones from major auction houses, and we're going to sprinkle in some seven-figure memorabilia sales as well. But before we start, I want to let everyone know that my boy Jeremy Donson, the Texas Snowman's Auction House, CIA, Collector Investor Auctions, is running right now. It's a monthly auction, and this one, the current one, ends this Sunday. Lots of great stuff in the auction, as always. Some high roller stuff, 53 Topps baseball complete set, mid-grade, mid-level stuff, low-end stuff. You know, a lot of great variety for collectors of all different types and budgets. And yeah, a lot of great deals going on at the moment. I highly recommend you go check it out. I'm a small stakeholder in the company because I believe in it heavily. All that information is in the description below. But okay, let's check out some of these seven-figure sales, and I organized them from lowest to highest in terms of sale price. And we'll start with a 1903 E107 Bryce Williams. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right. Complete set, 172 cards in this master set. I've never even seen this set before. That's how rare it is. You can see every card is graded by SGC, and it's generally low grade, but again, just an impossibly rare set. I got a lot of the big names from the era: Honus Wagner, Cy Young, Christy Mathewson, Eddie Plank, Napoleon Lajoie, Chief Bender, etc., etc., etc. A bunch of Hall of Famers here. Here's what the back of the cards look like. One of 150 prominent baseball players. I guess there's 150 cards in the set, but 172 in the master set, which includes all variations. This sold for $1,159,000. That's with the buyer's premium. That was on Goldin auction back in October of 2024. I've never seen a set like this before, so I've nothing to comp it to. But yeah, there's our first seven-figure sale of the video. Next up, not a sports item, but a non-sports memorabilia item. 1979 Kenner Star Wars rocket-firing two-missile action figure of Boba Fett. It's called J-Slot V2. Not sure what that means, but it's written in the title here. And it's graded an AFA Near Mint Plus 85 Plus, which I guess is the grading company of such items. 85 Plus, I assume, is, roughly equivalent to a PSA 8.5, we'll say. Boba Fett first appeared in a movie in 1980. He was never in anything before that. And this is 1979, so this is a pre-rookie of Boba Fett. Apparently, he got it in the mail, and it looks like there was only 100 produced. And this is one of the nicest copies out there. And this is sort of considered, one of the holy grails of Star Wars collectibles. This may not seem like much to you, but it's worth a lot to me. Sold for $1,342,000, also on Goldin. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and this is a very cool item, but personally, I would rather have the cash. All right, back to sports cards with Kobe. 2003 Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Logos Signature, Kobe Bryant Logo Man. The card is the one of one. It's graded a PSA Mint 9 with a DNA 9 for the auto. This has to be one of Kobe's first Logo Man, autograph cards, first one-of-one autograph cards. It's from 2003, which is a very important year, being LeBron's rookie year. And this is one of the first sort of premium sets from that year. And I would imagine this is, one of Kobe's first, a lot of firsts going on here. One-of-one Logo Man auto. Sold for $1,584,643. I feel bad for somebody who put in $1,584,642. Just missed out. But this is the first time this card has sold, and it actually ranks as the second highest ever Kobe Bryant card sale in history. His Topps Chrome refractor and a black label pristine 10 from Beckett sold for $1.75 million back in the peak of the pandemic in 2021. But that card's dropped significantly in value since then, so this card here probably ranks as Kobe Bryant's most valuable basketball card on planet Earth. Next up, the Babe 1933 Goudey, number 149, Babe Ruth from our Super Blazer division, graded a PSA Near Mint Plus 8.5. Absolute stunner here. Maybe the minorest of minor centering issues on the front. I don't know, maybe some really, really light surface specs. Can't really point too much to complain here on the front. The back is extremely clean as well. This gets the above average eye appeal label, meaning top 30% eye appeal for a grade of a PSA 8.5. That's from PWCC. Sold for $1,620,000 on Fanatics Collect, which recently bought PWCC. The card is a Pop 3, and there's only one copy higher in a PSA 9. The PSA 9 has never sold, and this is the new record sale of this card in any grade by a mile. There's only been one other PSA 8.5 sale ever, and that was all the way back in 2010 when it went for just $86,000, still waiting on that time machine. Basically, the card has, I don't know, has 20x or so in the last 14 years. Next in the seven-figure department are two 1952 Topps Mickey Mantles. Both of these sold on Heritage, and they sold for very, very different prices. So I thought it'd be fun to sort of do a quick comparison here. Which would you rather have, the one on the left or the one on the right? Both obviously, very, very high-grade copies of this iconic baseball card, but if you're sort of nitpicking here, you'd say the left maybe has some really, really light specks on the surface, which the one on the right appears not to have. But the one on the right is a little bit off-centered left to right, whereas the copy on the left seems like it's, almost perfectly centered. So, to me, I'd probably pick the one on the left, but I think it's sort of a toss-up. Curious to hear what all of you think. The one on the left got a PSA 8, and the one on the right got a PSA 8.5, and that might not sound like much of a difference, but trust me, it is. The PSA 8 here went for $1,380,000. That sale was a tad on the high side, but not crazy or anything. The PSA 8.5 went for almost $1 million more, $2,370,000. This was the first PSA 8.5 sale in over 5 years, so nothing really to compare it to here. But amazing that 0.5 difference in grade, makes a $1 million difference. Next up is an interesting one. It's a 1979 Pwcc hockey unopened wax case. This is the all-important Wayne Gretzky rookie year. A PSA 10 Gretzky goes for millions of dollars. This is a Pop 2. And in this case, you're statistically supposed to get around 40 copies or so. And not that any of them would likely be PSA 10s, but you never know. This was sent to Baseball Card Exchange. They opened up the case and sealed and certified all 16 individual wax boxes, as you can see here. This sold for $2,520,000 on Heritage. What was interesting about this is this actually was auctioned by Heritage a while ago. I want to say 6 months ago, or it might be longer than that. And it sold for, I think, $3.8 million back then. But the buyer backed out, never paid. And so ultimately this got relisted, and here it goes for $2.5 million, basically 2/3 the price of the original sale. But yeah, this is very much a one-of-a-kind item containing many copies of, clearly the most iconic hockey card of them all. All right, next up, like that Kobe Bryant we saw a few listings ago. How about the Michael Jordan from that set? 2003 Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Logos Signature Michael Jordan 1/1 Logo Man, graded a PSA Authentic with a DNA 10 for the auto. Yeah, you can see the 1/1 and the Logo Man patch there. Not sure why it's graded a PSA Authentic. Doesn't look like I don't see any issues here on the front nor on the back. Perhaps there's something, or perhaps just the submitter chose to do it that way. But yeah, the 10 gets an auto on this really, really nice looking card. Sold for $2,928,000, roughly double the price of the Kobe. Like the Kobe, this card has never sold before, so this is the first time this card's ever been put up for sale, at least publicly. And yeah, this ranks pretty high in the echelon of all-time sales. In fact, this is the all-time record sale for any Michael Jordan card, which when I read that didn't seem right, but yeah, indeed it is the record sale for any Michael Jordan card in the history of the universe. To this point anyway. So that's actually it for cards, but I have a couple just ridiculous high-end memorabilia items to show you here. First is the baseball that Shohei Ohtani hit to reach 50-50. He hit this on September 19th, 2024, becoming the first member of the 50-50 club. In that game, he actually went 6 for 6 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. Pretty good game. It's authenticated by Major League Baseball. And this sold on Goldin for $4,392,000. That is an insane price for basically a modern memorabilia item. What's I don't know the actual story, but I think the guy who caught the ball was actually offered something like $300,000 on the spot, and he obviously very wisely turned that down. Sticking with Dodger memorabilia, how about a game-worn jersey by Jackie Robinson? This was worn by Robinson during the 1951 baseball season, and it also comes with a pair of game-worn pants by Jackie Robinson, which he wore during the 1950 baseball season. Both the jersey and pants were authenticated and photo-matched by Mears, and it's said to be in superior condition. Comes with a letter of authenticity and a letter explaining how the results of the photo matching, which I don't understand that process at all, but you can pause and read this if you would like. Sold for $5,520,000. Yeah, not much to say here. That is awesome. One more jersey to show you, and this item here is the new all-time record sale for any sports memorabilia item in world history, any sport, anywhere in the world, and it's the jersey that Babe Ruth wore on the day that he called his shot very famously back in 1932. The famous image of him pointing to the stands and then hitting a home run in that direction on the very next pitch. The jersey has been photo matched and authenticated by, I believe, 3 different companies, if I'm reading that right. The first is called May Gray. The second is called Resolution Photo Matching, and the third company is actually PSA. I didn't know PSA was in the memorabilia authentication business, but apparently they are. But yeah, all 3 of those companies photo matched and state that they believe this is the jersey Babe Ruth wore on the day when he called his shot. Sold for $24,120,000. Again, the new record sale for any sports memorabilia item ever. It actually surpasses a baseball card, 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle SGC 9.5, which sold for just over $12 million. So this here breaks the record by essentially double. The previous record for a jersey was worn by Diego Maradona from the 1986 World Cup, the Hand of God, when he scored a goal with his hand over England. I think that went for around $9 million. So this, actually absolutely destroys the new all-time record for a game-worn jersey in any sport. That's it for sports, but one more bonus item to show you here. If you thought that Babe Ruth jersey sale was high, wait till you see this. These are the ruby red slippers worn by Judy Garland as Dorothy in the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. They have been screen matched, which is apparently a thing, and I think we can all agree that there is indeed no place like home. Sold for $32,500,000. This is The Wizard of Oz's first ever appearance on a High Rollers list. Welcome, Dorothy. This is the new record sale for any movie memorabilia item in world history. Wow. But that's it. Your 7-figure sales this year featured 2 Mickey Mantle, 2 Babe Ruth, 1 card and 1 jersey, a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a 1903 complete set, Shohei Ohtani baseball, 79 Pwcc unopened wax case hockey, Jackie Robinson game-used jersey, a Boba Fett action figure, and the Wizard of Oz ruby red slippers. Hope you enjoyed. Eat your vegetables and see you all again next time. Thanks, everyone.